Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 12 Week 7 Day 7 live stream. So today, two things. One is we're going to be finishing up all of the events, so of course we still have something like the faction event, which we only pretty much need 2 battles in and then have that wrapped up for a little bit extra orbs. We have things like the Crinkle Miss, which I'm going to go get that power orb. I'm actually going to need to buy this 2 times in order to have enough battles for it. I'll do it once for now in case I miscounted, but I'm pretty sure I need to do that one more time. So we can go get ourselves basically a 300 gem power orb, which isn't too bad. So finish up all those events. However, the bigger thing we're going to be doing for most of this stream is going over the 1,000 events happening next week. So, yeah, next week they just decided to do literally everything. Like, almost everything that physically can happen is happening next week. So let's start with the official post, and then go over everything. Because the official post is probably going to mention almost... Oh! Wait, they posted the roadmap? Speaking of a billion things, hold up, they just posted the roadmap 8 hours ago. Hold up, wait, there's not a roadmap here. Wait, I've been bamboozled. There's no roadmap here. Wait, okay, it's all text. We gotta read it. We gotta read the law. Anyways, let's go read all this. A Gems of War 2023 roadmap in non-visual form. Greetings, adventurers. The new year is upon us, so let's take some time to have a quick recap of 2022, and then take a good look at the next 6 months and more ahead in Gems of War. First, to recap 2022, and to drop a few mysterious hints about how long-term plans, or about some long-term plans, a word from the creative lead, Steve Surian-Fonker. I always get his name weirdly. I'm always scared to say his name on YouTube. Because, yeah, it sounds like something else. Season's greetings to you all. 2022 has been an amazing year for Gems of War, for its community, and the very talented team at Infinity Plus 2, who keep the heart of Cristaria beating strong. We've extended to play in Dungeons, Explorers, and Delves this year, as well as beginning a series of Kingdom reworks. With a new storytelling system. We have started an overhaul of the early game and tutorials and added new kingdoms, and even added some new events to the experience. Events to experience. Our player base has also stabilized this year. It's fantastic to see the number of players returning on a day-to-day basis. We couldn't do this without the dedication of our players, and we promise to work even better and harder for you in 2023 and beyond to keep Gems of War fresh, exciting, engaging, and with an unexpected surprise every so often. Like the orbs were kind of nice. Hopefully only good ones though. Yeah, they're aware of the thing. Anyways, 2022 was our 7 million player... Wait. In 2022, we saw our 7 million player through the game. That's worded weirdly. And 8 million is not far off in 2023. Speaking of the future, we have some exciting plans Nim and Jetto have detailed for you below. But I also wanted to touch on what lays beyond that. We are fully committed to growing and expanding Gems of War for many years to come. And hopefully, sometime in 2023, we can start to share some big plans we have for future expansions. Please be multiplayer. Please. Say Puzzle Quest 3 servers are going offline and you're like adding the multiplayer into this game that game had. I don't know. I want to see Puzzle Quest 3 do well. But anytime they spend on like Puzzle Quest 3 is like time they're not developing Gems of War. Like I know there's not like a full team overlap, but it's still like resources, money and stuff that could be going towards this. Anyways, the teams here at Infinity Plus 2 and 505 Games are incredibly excited about this, and we can't wait to share more with you. For now, all I have to say is that it begins with a part of Gems of War that has been needed some love for a long time. That could be literally anywhere. That could be treasure map, that could be PvP, that could be the lack of multiplayer. That could be, I don't know, this could literally be any feature. That doesn't narrow it down. So happy adventuring to you all. Gosh, I am so bad at reading words. So happy adventuring to you all in 2023. May Guard protect you, and Anu bless your blade. Thanks, Syrian. Okay, that was just a Syrian spill. Okay, and that's the end of Syrian. Thanks, Syrian. Now back to some of the immediate plans for all y'all. Below is a small teaser of some of the updates releasing. Wait, is there supposed to be an image here? Why is there no image? Unless it's just going to mention in text form. Anyways. And the updates releasing and reworks we have planned ahead. Like our 2022 roadmap, it doesn't go into too much detail for now, but there are more details to come. Here are some teaser arts for the new Volpeak. Where? I see no teaser art. Is it all in this little thing? Let's see. Wait, where'd it go? Where's the image? Am I going crazy? Did the image just like not load? Let's see. Here's some teaser art of the new Volpecia Kingdom, which is actually coming early next year. Yeah, actually they said it March. This we already knew. Not March, but early next year is what we already knew for that. Volpecia. I wonder what lives there. What does the Vulpex? I almost thought this said Vulpix for a second. Vulpex mean in Latin again. Volpecia Kingdom Art. We are looking forward to another content-packed year and hitting the ground running with these old... Oh yeah, we have a billion things happening tomorrow. We're about to be going into that. With more Kingdom reworks to come and release. Actually, a lot of things need rebalance, not just the Kingdoms. Once again, happy holidays. Okay, anyways. So where is this? Does this lead somewhere else? Or is this just another thread going over the thing? Oh, here we go. I found it. Wait, why does the one on the forum not have the thing? Yeah, it is the background for the new Kingdom. And here's the roadmap. Okay, so Lunar Reveal Holiday Event, Zolkari Event. Yeah, basically everything that's happening tomorrow, other than the New Year's event, the other New Year's event. So that means like 2 out of the 3 things that's happening this month are all happening tomorrow. February, we're getting what we already knew, the 6.8 patch. Though, we now know what it is, though. Treasures and Temptations. You know what this means. There's a 99% chance we can finally get a treasure hunt rework. It's finally happening. It took them, what, 6 years? But it's finally happening. 6.8 update Treasures and Temptations. That sounds like a treasure hunt rework to me. March, they already said it, New Kingdom, though there's also something else. Mist of Scales, Legends Reborn, okay? April, we have a 6.9 update, Tricks and Traps. That could be some rework to dungeons, potentially. Spring holiday event and new campaign. In May, we're going to have the Adana Kingdom Pass and Adana Legends Reborn. So pretty much nothing happening during that time other than like Adana rework. And in June, we have the summer holiday event and the Pansville Kingdoms Legends Reborn. Okay, so the main thing that we know that's coming up that is of extreme importance is basically February and March, and almost nothing else, unless the April patch is big for whatever reason. But yeah, it seems like April or February, March is where most of the things are happening in the next foreseeable future. The other day that a lot of things are happening is tomorrow. So with that out of the way, let's go over the billion things happening tomorrow. First things first, let's go to the official post because I kind of got distracted and did not actually look at the official posts. The 6.9 patch could be the best patch ever. Why? Oh, that's funny. I know why. Because it's 6.9. As in 69. Oh no, we don't know what it's about, so it could be. Based on its name, it doesn't sound like it's going to be that big. It sounds like there might just be adding more onto Underworld. But I don't know, we'll have to see. I come here to look for... Oh wait, Zolkari's getting a rework? Hold up, Zolkari's getting Oh wait. Zolkari's getting a rework tomorrow. Gosh, how many billion things are happening tomorrow? Okay. So, does this rework take effect now or literally as of tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? Kingdom rework, read more of it below to celebrate. Actually, it's an easy way to check. Let's go find something that's very obviously changed. Aproxy's mana cost has been changed. Oh, Aproxy got buffed. That's not how you spell Aproxy. How on earth do you spell, Yvandra? Yes, it has immediately taken effect. Interesting. Oh, gosh. Well, I haven't made the Mythic Tier List video completely yet. Time to go fix Yvandra. Time to immediately fix Yvandra. Anyways. Where were we? I was gonna put her in A tier, but honestly, she's right in S tier next to Lord of Slaughter now, because you know what? If you compare mana cost now, look at Lord of Slaughter. He's 1 mana cost more. While his ability is still better, a 4 mana cost reduction to her is still huge. Anyways, in other news, oh yeah, we got a free thing today. I should probably go grab that. It's a standard stuff, nothing too special there, but hey, 50 gems. Anyways, so where were we? Let's go read all the Zolkari rework. Gosh, this stream, by the way, I should go change the title of this stream. Like 2/3 of the stream is literally just us saying everything that's happening tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. Happy 2023. And roadmap. And there we go. I wanted to add the roadmap in there. Wait, oh, so let me say hello to everyone. I haven't say hi to everyone yet. Hello, everyone. Hope all you guys had a wonderful New Year's. Hello, Bill. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Henry. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Let's see. I know we have everything going on next week. It's really insane. We haven't even started getting into the billion things happening because there's so many other things happening. Hello, Lester. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Anthony. Glad you can make it. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Cookie. Hello, John. Hello, Lester. Hello, Roman. Hello, Emanator. Hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, Draco. Hello, King Ali. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, hello, John. Hello, Demidoma. Hello, Crisp. Hello, Nick N. Let's see. Yes, Happy New Year. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Anthony. Hello, The Tired Outlook. Hello, Dwight. Hello, Rodin. Hello, Ozzy. And hello, everyone else. Anyways, so let's go keep reading these. So what did they do with Zolkari? Zolkari is an interesting kingdom because there's a lot of overpowered options and a lot of underpowered options. So curious to see what they did. Spider Swarm, which I believe is that one red troop that costs 6 mana, has now had its venomous trait changed to the new traits, Spider Silk. I love how you don't say what Spider Silk does. It probably does at the bottom. Let's see, Spider Silk. So, apparently a lot of things have the Spider Silk. I assume it's a multi-immunity or a multi-hit. What's this? 25% chance to create a web gem when my turn begins. I assume a web gem is a purple gem that counts as a purple. Interesting. Interesting. Did you get it too? You did. Wait. No! Wait, didn't you used to have a mana link? Did it just get its mana link removed for Spider Silk? That actually nerfs it. So there's a chance to create a purple gem because there's almost no way a web gem is not purple. The only other color it could possibly be is green, but I'm almost guaranteed it is purple, especially based on the troops that are getting the thing. Oh, does that mean you lost your link too? No, you still got your link. Okay, interesting. So they kept Giant Spider's mana link, but still gave it Spider link or Silk link, but they got rid of Night Spider's +1 and replaced it with. Oh, that's unfortunate. They somewhat nerfed Night Spider, but also it's so strong that it doesn't even matter. You can still just run Archmagus and have a billion purple. So an extra +1 isn't going to be that big a deal, especially if you're already getting purple from it. Look at Night Spider's spell. I will in a second. Oh, did they nerf Night Spider's spell? I'll get to it in a second. I want to go down the list. Okay, so we have the Arachnitar. Snare trait has been changed to the new trait. Okay, that's this new trait, Dark Maiden, Snare trait has been changed to, okay, the Terror Pact. Wait, Terror Pact. Wait, Dark Maiden. Dark Maiden. What is this? Terror Pact. 25% chance to summon a Night Terror when I die. Okay, that's pretty useless. Though in all fairness, you were already useless and were changed to still being useless, so that's not too big a deal. There's some rare circumstances in early game you kind of can. So Night Terror got reworked. He's gotten reworked multiple times. The last time he got reworked, he actually got nerf buffed. So hopefully he didn't get nerf buffed even more. As in they were trying to, well, like they were trying to buff him, but they nerfed him ultimately. And hopefully they actually buffed him this time. Spell has been reworked, destroy all web gems. Then deal damage to the weakest enemy, boosted by gems destroyed. It now has a 10 mana cost, no longer gains magic at 14. Okay, let me just look at Night Terror real quick. This sounds like they buff nerfed him again. Night Terror. Because now the only location where you ever use him, which is Arena, he's now even weaker in Arena. So he has been buff nerfed 2 times now. Destroy all web gems. Deal a bunch of damage to the weakest enemy, boosted by web gems destroyed. He has literally gotten nerfed 2 times. By him trying to get buffed. Amazing. Let's see. Now gains 1 magic at... Okay, he does have slightly higher damage, but a 2 higher mana cost to go with that higher damage. Because he has 2 higher effective damage because he has 1 less magic but 3 more magic. But he had to pay a 2 mana cost for it, and an ability that does not steal magic anymore. So yes, he's once been buff nerfed. As in, he's ultimately weaker even though they were trying to buff him. Anyways, Giant Spider. Big trait. Okay, this is actually a buff to Giant Spider, oddly enough. No longer does it gain HP, but now it creates this little purple gem thingy that has web potential. So Night Spider, I think someone in chat was saying he got nerfed. Spell has been changed so that he will create web gems instead of purple gems. That's still a buff, though, isn't it? He will also now poison and web a random enemy. Night Spider. Wait, did they just buff him to insane rates? Wait. Wait. Wait, do I have a Rogue Spider team set up right now? Mother of Darkness. So he no longer has his +1 purple. But we can work with that. +2 still fine. Alright, let's go test something real quick. Let me just find any random battle. I want to see something. Let's see what a web gem actually is. I assume it's purple. Like, there's no way it's not. Where is the team I literally just clicked? Because this is a huge buff for him. And Mother of Darkness, technically. But yeah, unless I'm misunderstanding something, this is a huge buff to Giant Spider. I mean, not Giant Spider. Yeah, there it is. Yep, it's purple, which is to be expected. This gem will inflict web to a random enemy, reducing the target's magic to 0 until recovered. Yep, so pretty much exactly what you think it would be. Okay, well, Night Spider is even more broken. You thought Mother of Darkness was decent before. Wait until it gets 1 billion web, and has become the best web team now. Even more than Web Spinner. Do we have damage range? Math. That's 90 damage. That is spell reduction, though. Wait. Brain not functioning. You being webbed actually has no effect on your amount of gem creation. Go for that again. Well, it does have effect on your damage output, which is unfortunate. Though it might not really matter too much. Alright, well, that's broken. Just make sure to never lose your turn. But otherwise, that's broken. Anyways. In other news, what else got buffed in Zolkari other than the things that were already absurdly strong? So, next thing on our list, Night Spider Rogue Bond trait has been changed for Spider Silk. Oh, and it even got Spider Silk. Oh gosh. Shadow Blade. Oh yeah, this guy is a cool premise. I hope they made him better. Spell has been reworked, so he now has a 6% chance per purple gem on the board to regain all of his mana. Oh! Wait. So he was already... Wait. No, that's a nerf, right? Shadow Blade. Wasn't it guarantee all mana before? Do a bunch of true damage to an enemy. For each purple gem on the board, there's a 6% chance to regain my mana. Oh, that is a buff. Because before, it was a 100% chance he would gain all his mana back, but only if he has 13 plus purple. Now, even if there's less purple on the board, he will still have a chance. So this is a slight nerf in the sense that if there is 13 on the board, that means he will now effectively have a 78% chance to end up having a full mana, whereas before it was a 100% chance. However, so basically at 13, 14, 15, and maybe 16, I believe, he has a lower chance of gaining full mana compared to before, where it's guaranteed full. But now he can also have a chance of gaining it even at a lower amount. So even if there's 10 purple on the board, he previously would have gained no mana, ever, under any circumstance. But now with 10 on the board, he has a 60% chance to gain all of his mana back. So that's interesting. So he's better now when there's less purple on the board, but worse when there's like that middle range of like 13 to 16 or so. But then once he starts to get like 17, 18, you know, all those higher numbers again, he's better again. So that's interesting. I'm just going to make him slightly more inconsistent, but also if there happens to be less 12 or less on the board, you can actually still use him. Whereas before you had to keep waiting until there was at least 13 plus. I don't know. That definitely helps him in Arena, if nothing else. As far as actually his usability, I don't think that's enough to make him viable. Especially since the range where you're likely going to be at the most is technically nerfed, that 13 to 16 or so range. Since it's not guaranteed anymore, but will be a really high chance. Anyways, Spider Queen. Leader trait has been changed for the new trait, the Terra Pack, so basically you got nerfed, though in all fairness, you're probably not being used in first slot anyways. Or at all, under any circumstance. Because you might as well just use Cockatrice, which I actually mentioned in the other video too. Let's see. A new rule with the Night Spider, do not miss your loop. Yeah, it is punished a lot more for missing its loop, though it is a pseudo-infinite. It's not a true infinite, but it normally loops enough that it doesn't miss its turn. You might just actually need a cleanser for it, or like Orpheus now, I'm not sure. Because that would be bad if you get webbed. However, it itself does not care if it's webbed, which is nice. But the rest of your team probably does. The Arnesy, the Guardian, I completely forget what this even is. However, it now has the Silk trait. I highly doubt that did much. Oh, Dolkifer is getting buffed. Or I assume so. Oh, did he get his Oh, that's funny. So Dolkifer's spell has been reworked so that it will create 8 green gems and 4 web gems. And it will summon 1 to 3 giant spiders. So one thing that's funny about this, of course, he normally summons 1 giant spider. But you know what guarantee summons 3 giant spider? The legendary form of him, the boss form of Dolkifer. I believe he's one of the only epics to have like a boss form. It's kind of funny. However, yeah, they basically brought over that mechanic. So instead of a guarantee 3 giant spider is 1 to 3. which means on average you're going to be getting 2, though you can still get the standard 1. His mana cost has been increased from 11 to 14, but he also got a lot of gem creation, so it doesn't really matter too much. The web can feed back into himself, the green can feed into the other thing. A little bit of a low number mix, but still better than what he had before. And Demonic Pact trait has been changed to the new trait Terror Pact. Okay, so overall he did get buffed, but probably isn't usable still. Malcandessa, magic, because realistically, if you want to use something like this, just use Orb Weaver hero class. Unless you like desperately need that mechanic while also having a different hero class. But if you want something like this, you literally just run Orb Weaver and you'll be fine. And just run it with a good weapon like Life and Death or whatever else you want to run. Like Malcandessa got Terror Pact, Spinneretter got regeneration and replaced with Silk. So I almost said Silk Song. Spider Silk. Tome Spider spell will now always inflict Hunter's Mark. You mean it didn't? Oh yeah, I think it needed 13 plus of a gem on the board or something. But yeah, now it'll always inflict Hunter's Mark, Web, and Death Mark on the first enemy. Mana increase from 12 to 14. Stalker trait has been changed to the new little Spider Silk one, so that's good getting a buff. There's actually a thing that has a 100% chance of summoning that. It also makes the Pure Faction easier to do because you're allowed to use this, but the enemy isn't. So this just made the Pure Faction for the Zolkiri faction a lot easier. Anyways, Widow Queen. Elf Bond has been replaced for Terror Pact. And as we mentioned already at the beginning, Arc Proxy has had its mana cost reduced from 30 to 26. So the two biggest beneficiaries, or there's basically 3 biggest beneficiaries of this. Not Giant Spider. Well, technically Giant Spider did get a buff though. But the 3 biggest beneficiaries are Night Spider by a mile, Dolkifer, which I don't think it got enough of a buff to be usable, but compared to how it was before, it probably had the biggest change between how much more viable it is. Though it was something that wasn't good, that is still kind of not good, though it's better than what it was. Anyways, Spider, Dolkifer, and I like how I say Spider, you know which one I mean. Night Spider, as in Rogue Spider, which probably got the most beneficial buff overall. Dolkifer, which got buffed from being like unusable to maybe you'll occasionally decide to put it in. And Arch Proxy got changed from basically A tier to S tier. So that's cool. And that's everything. Oh, and of course the event that we have going on. It's the Legends Reborn thingy or whatever. Which one is this even? Kingdom Pass? Oh, I think this might be Kingdom Pass actually. Now that I think about it. Because it has the other 2. But yeah, this is the Kingdom Pass, which is locked behind the $8 or whatever it was. We're also getting all those new pets for the other event. We're getting a lot of events next week. Anyways, let's actually go over some of those events too with the other graphic thing. Because of course it's mentioned here. But there's also more info on it over here. If we go to Terran's World, which is what I was going to do earlier, but there's a lot of things going on next week. This is literally just us a stream going over everything going on next week. We'll eventually get to actually playing the game. Anyways, so let's just go over a quick recap of everything happening next week, as it is a very, 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 very long list. The campaign that is still ongoing is still going to be going on next week. The Kingdom Pass is going to be starting up for the Zolkiri event. So we're going to be having that going on. We actually saw that there, and we'll be going back to it in a second. We have a Legends Reborn also going on for Zolkiri, as if there already isn't enough things going on for Zolkiri, as well as all the Kingdom rework we already just saw. We have the World event, pretty standard World event going on. We have Guild Wars going on, so we have that. Then we just have the standard things. Faction for Pans... Wait, why Pans Vale? Wait, it's a Pans Vale. Wait, next week, that's kind of funny, given all the Zolkiri events. But I didn't even look at the Glory Trip yet, but yeah. So we would have that. The class event then is for Pans Vale as well. Wait. Why is the class event for Tide Color then? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, wait, sorry. No, I was reading the wrong one. I was reading the Pet Rescue. Next week is actually a Merlantis event week. Because the faction is for Sea of Sorrows. Okay, I read that extremely wrong. But yeah, it's a Sea of Sorrows. So we have a faction for it, we have class for it, and then we have a bounty. If we didn't already have enough things happening. Also, we're getting a new mythic on that day. So let me go over to the new troops and other things from here. So there are a few things coming in. And by a few, I mean a billion. So one of them that's coming tomorrow is the Terror card. It webs an enemy, and there's a 7% chance of an extra turn for each green gem on the board. Overall, seems very underwhelming. Just seems like one of the, Terror cards. It does have a different trait, though. Gives a bunch of life to all allies when matching an extra turn. Though that's not going to be good enough to justify. This is also money locked. That you can get in the future in Vault Keys if you don't get it in the Kingdom Pass. Next we have the Ski Scavenger, which is actually the thing that's coming out through the event week. Ends up dealing some damage to an enemy, or last enemy, with a 20% chance to devour them, then submerge itself. Seems pretty underwhelming. It does have Water Link to go with it, but overall just seems like a non-useful Merlantis troop that unfortunately will get drowned out amongst all the other ones, pun intended. Then we have the Silken Fang. This will be coming in through the Kingdom Pass. You'll be able to get a free copy of it on the free side, and you can get it maxed for free on the paid side. And it deals a bunch of damage to an enemy, and it's boosted by webbed enemies at a 3x boost ratio. And if the Silken Queen is in your team, it'll deal 10 more damage. Overall, seems very bad, and not much of a use case. It doesn't even have that new trait. Next we have Draw the Empress. Oh yeah, this is actually from the current Kingdom Pass. We'll be going over that tomorrow night. This is actually really good. It gives a bunch of statuses, or it gives a bunch of... It gives all stats to your last slot. So it's basically a consistent way to get magic, even more so than the Emperor, because it has a 1-to-1 ratio rather than half its magic ratio. So this has a lot of potential to be strong, and we'll be going over that tomorrow night, because we'll be able to get it a week early through the pass, which is tomorrow. The normal time will be next week's Monday, rather than tomorrow Monday. But we'll have it a week early, so we'll go over it then, as well as maybe cover a video on it. This is one of the first tarot cards that might actually get a video, as it is actually a pretty relevant tarot card. Then we have, and you'll be able to get it in like a couple months through the Volkey drop table. When exactly, we don't really know. Probably by March or so, maybe earlier. Next, we have the Zolkari, or obviously Zolkari, the Silken Queen. This is the other one that synergizes with the other one there. I see. It's interesting that they're getting some synergy, though I'm not sure that's going to be viable enough to actually make them used on a team. But she ends up eliminating 4 magic, or drain 4 mana, or steal... Why is this or? Or aren't we supposed to get chosen options? Though I guess that's coming with the new kingdom that's coming around the corner. But it's too random to bother using. It's way too random to bother using. Though it does have that new Silken thing. And then we have, I would assume is the Legend? No, this is actually the Epic, oddly enough. Wait, that's the Legend? Wait. Eliminate 4 magic, or drain 4 mana, or deal magic +1 life from an enemy. Wait, is this actually the choice one? Do you get to choose this? Though even if you do, that's still so bad. Or drain 4 mana, or steal magic +1 life. Why is that such low values? It says an enemy, not from all enemies. Why does this look so bad? Anyways, the epic that we'll be getting from it is the Cluster of Fear. It converts all brown gems to web gems, and it has Empowered. Oh, that's annoying. The Spider Throne. Does it have 0 attack? No, it doesn't have 0 attack, oddly enough. But it does have 0 armor, oddly enough. That's weird. But, oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting. It's really bulky, too. Like, it's really HP bulky if you're looking at, like, these base values comparatively. That is a really high HP value, as you'd kind of expect from a 0 armor value. But, yeah, it's Empower into Web Gem. That's kind of devastating, because that's turn 1 web, potentially. Like, almost guaranteed. The problem with that is it can backfire. But as long as you're landing extra turn, and even if you're not, if you value the enemy team being webbed more than your own team being webbed, and you can just build a team around your own team being webbed and still functioning, then this has a lot of potential. It even has Stone Skin too, so it can survive a little bit, which is good because generally you're using a troop like this in first slot. Yeah, it's basically a brown anti-day. You can definitely see this a lot on brown Guild War Day, which means Gorgotha has basically been phased out of existence because Gorgotha does not like to be webbed. And if this thing's going to be used a bunch on brown day, you basically can't even use Gorgotha anymore on brown Guild War Day. But yeah, that's going to be seen everywhere next Guild War. Though you probably won't see it this Guild War, because you probably don't get a free copy of it in time for brown Guild War Day Defend. Though if you do, then that's going to be kind of scary. I don't know, we'll have to see. Because we do have Guild War next week, though I'm not sure most people will have this in time. It depends where it is in the Kingdom Pass, and we won't know that till tomorrow. Though some people who might buy it up with gems and or money, extra money, might have it for the next Guild War, which will make it slightly pay to win. But yeah, I'm not sure when we're getting it in the thing. If we're getting it really early on, then yeah, we'll probably have it by the time. Yeah, you could always buy up the pass. I wouldn't advise it, though. It's not really worth it. Unless you're going to do it with gems. If it's like only like a few extra tiers in to have it a few days early. So you can actually use it for Guild War. Because if it's only like a few hundred gems to get it a few days early, that's not too bad. If you're spending like $10 to get it early, it's probably not worth it. Anyways, and also we're getting a new Mythic on Friday. Also a new Glory Troop. Gosh, how many things are going to come out? Anyways, we're almost done saying things. So this thing creates... I'm going over to Glory Troop first. Or, sorry, not Glory. This is the... This is for Bounty Hunter on Friday. So it creates 9 yellow gems boosted by defeated enemies. Oh, if one of these two colors was yellow, this is the new meta. There's a problem though. Blue and green is not yellow. So unfortunately, this is probably not going to be worth using. That's a lot of gem spawn. But the fact it doesn't use yellow itself just probably isn't good enough. And it has, yeah, and everything else here is just really average. Yeah, if one of these said yellow, it'd be perfectly fine. But the fact that it creates yellow but doesn't use yellow itself, it's probably going to be too hard to mana accumulate it compared to like Ogress and stuff like that that's already available for Bounty Hunter. And also, yellow doesn't necessarily feed into anything particularly meta for Bounty Hunter at the moment. Maybe it will be incorporated into some kind of Skull team into the future, where most of the things on it happen to need yellow. But as it currently stands, while it does have potential, I don't think it's going to get used for the fact that its creation is yellow and it doesn't use yellow itself. Because yellow currently doesn't feed too many things that are particularly overpowered in Arena, and it doesn't feed yellow into itself since it does not use yellow. Anyways, lastly, we have the new Mythic we're getting. Of course, the first Friday of every month. And guess what next Friday is? The first Friday of the month. So this one actually looks really cool. I really love the troop art for it as well. And I'm looking forward to using this. It's not like ultra meta, but it is definitely usable. It deals magic plus 3 splash damage to 3 random enemies, boosted by Submerge allies, which can potentially get you up to 12 additional damage, which is actually way more than 12. Because you have to keep in mind you're getting 250% adjacents on most of your attacks. And you're hitting 3 times. So the amount of extra damage it's getting is actually close to 50 if your entire team is submerged. Though do keep in mind, actually it's a little bit lower than that because you cannot submerge yourself. While you can submerge yourself, the way that boost ratio works off of submerge is the submerge is actually removed before it calculates your damage. So even if you have all 4 of your allies submerged, it will only count as 3 because unless they changed it in recent patches, though I am almost guarantee they haven't, the submerge will get removed from you before it checks for the submerge boost ratio, meaning you will actually effectively get less, not more. Meaning the best you can ever get from a submerge boost ratio is 3, which means everything other than this dragon being submerged. Unless they ever update that into the future, this will be a little bit of a downside to it, but it's hitting so many times it should be fine. The other big downside to it is, unfortunately, it does have a pretty underwhelming final trait. It only gives a bunch of life to all blue allies when matching blue gems, which they've been doing this for a couple different colors, and pretty much every single one of them is really bad. It does get to create a blue gem when its turn begins, so that's something nice for it. It's not much, but, you know, you could get some extra alignment from it. It definitely does need blue, and will be used in pretty blue incorporated teams. It's probably also going to be used with Aquaticus quite often, as they're both very similar troops that synergize with each other. Aquaticus 4 times submerges your entire team, while also having a similar damage output, except it does 3 light splash damages instead of 3 heavies. Or, sorry, 3 normals, I mean. And, but the plus side of Aquaticus is it has explosion, so it could potentially get extra turn. So I can see the two of them being used together quite often. But anyways, that's the whole rundown on the troops, but there's more! But wait, there's more! So we're also getting 4 new pets. We actually kind of saw it already slightly over there, though. I don't think it mentioned the bonuses. That's not where pets are. Let's see. I'm looking for pets. So we are also getting 4 new pets tomorrow. We are getting this spider, which is horrifying. We're getting this raccoon that's standing for whatever reason, trying to be a furry. We have this tree that looks very alive and very fungi. And we have this book, which I actually really love this one's design. Oops, I somehow ruins the thing. I cannot click on it anymore. No, where'd it go? No, I can't click. I can't click the thing. Fine, I'll do it the other way. I'll copy link address. I'll then paste the link address into here. And then boom. Hello, load. There we go. But yeah, this one I like the design the most. It's a alligator book. See, it has like the alligator skin and then the tongue and then the book. But yeah, it's an alligator book with 1 eye. It's a Cyclops alligator book. But yeah, I like that one's design the most out of these 4. And let me guess, that's the hardest one to get as well, probably. It is. That's the one for Arc Proxy Evandra. Oh gosh, they double buffed Arc Proxy. Not only did they lower the mana cost, but they gave her a broken book that's money locked. Also, I still have not gotten the other money locked one yet, by the way. I still somehow have no copies of it. I wonder if my guild has any of you guys seen this pet yet? Because supposedly it's supposed to be in drop table. But has anyone actually seen Inferno Imp? Like, who've gotten it for free? Because I have not seen this pet yet. It's the only pet I'm actually missing. And of course, we're getting another one of those tomorrow, which is the alligator book, the Evandra's Tome. Anyways, is that everything? I think we finally went over everything. I think we have officially gone over everything now. And there's their image kind of showing it and everything. Alright, is that all the things? I think that's all the things. I think we could play now. It's been 40 minutes, or 35. I'll catch you later, Clip-On. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, hello, Genki. Oh, yeah, let me go scroll up a little bit. Check the weapons for spoilers as well. Okay, we'll go check the weapons. There's still more. Wait. But wait, there's more. Let's see. Why don't we have it on dark mode? Because it's the default one on Steam, and I'm not sure how to change it for default on Steam. Hello, Chaos. Hello, Jamie. Who did I say hello to? Anyways, let's go over the weapons. We came this far, might as well go all the way. So, weapons spoilers. Let's see, what new weapons are we getting in the near future? Oh yeah, duh, the weapons from the event. Also, we're getting a new weapon on... Oh yeah, we have, Oh, never mind. I thought that was the thing for a second. I was thinking of this. But though we do have a new Doom weapon coming up. It's just a dagger, so it's not like new. You know, it's not a new category, but it's a new thing. Anyways, grade 6 web gems and gain an extra turn. This has potential to be good. The biggest issue is it doesn't use purple. It does not feed back into itself. So overall, it's not bad, it's just not insanely good, but, you know, any weapon that ever gets extra turn has potential. If you really, for whatever reason, wanted to 4 times web with your hero, this could be one way to try to incorporate it. I just don't feel like it's worth using compared to other weapons. It doesn't also even get anything, like, to really offset it much. All of its effects are just pretty underwhelming. Though it does have a lot of ways to web, if nothing else. Alright, next we have another weapon that's coming in through the Kingdom Pass, or I should say the Kingdom Pass. That's the right one. So next we have deal magic plus 4 damage to an enemy, boosted by all webbed and poisoned enemies at a 3 times boost ratio, and that does double stack if they're hit with both. Then web and poison them. That's also underwhelming. Also gets a free extra poison on first slot for its boost ratio, though that does apply after, not before. So for example, it will not get it boost ratioed onto that 3 times. It will on its next cast, but not on its initial cast. And then we also have another Zolkari weapon that's coming in a week, which deals magic plus 4 damage to an enemy, boosted by purple allies and elf allies. Once again... Oh, no, this is the, No, it's not. Wait. I thought this was the double gem creation one for a second. But no, this is a weird boost ratio weapon. This one's also not worth using. So basically, every new Zolkari weapon's kind of underwhelming. The only one you may use is the Tome, but I feel like, especially with the buff to Night Spider, you might as well just use Night Spider or some other similar option. I don't really foresee a situation where you're going to want to use this Tome compared to a different weapon. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But any extra turn weapon does have some potential. And it's definitely the strongest of these 3. But also doesn't seem that strong, which goes to show how bad the other ones are. Anyways, okay, I think that's now officially everything. As far as all the things happening next week. Actually, no, there's still technically more. I didn't go over the scoring system for tomorrow. Gosh, how many things? Monstrous Mess. I'm not sure if that's a description of the game or the next week's event week. Yeah, it is next week's event week, just making sure. Anyways, okay, it's the first 2. It's just a 2-4-6 kind of format that we've seen before. So that basically means just don't take Sea Scavenger and you should be fine. Also, why on earth is it in such a weird order there? But yeah, just don't take Sea Scavenger. Oh, wait. Hold up. As the battles continue, the one monster bait... Wait. Oh, hold up. Wait. Wait. Hold up. Wait. That changes everything. Each monster bait is worth 2, and each treat is worth 5. As battles get harder, they will increase the amount of monster baits and... Oh, and treats. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, this is just do... rarity order? Yeah, this is literally just rarity order. And don't take Sea Scavenger. Yeah, it's still the same thing. It's just you want to be taking the ones that you see the most more often. But I highly doubt Sea Scavenger is going to get enough of a boost ratio from taking it that many times. I don't know. It's a weird one where you'd have to do a lot of math if you really wanted to min-max it. But if you're just doing the standard amount of battles, just don't take Sea Scavenger. You should be fine. There's probably a way to math this out depending on its frequency on which one might be a little bit better. Because you're going to be seeing Sea Scavenger and Shocktopus a lot, meaning they're going to get a lot of boost ratio. Which means after 4 battles, they'll end up being doubled. You're forced into having to take them for how many battles? You know what? Maybe Sea Scavenger isn't too bad. Because you're forced to... How many rounds do you have to do? This round contains an equal amount of all those. How many does it take until after defeating 1? Oh, okay. I see. No. Wait. Okay, this makes it even more confusing. So you're going to be Sea Scavenger and this. Okay. Then you're going to contain... Shocktopus and Skyla. Then you're going to have Kraken and Megavore. That's so weird. So basically, wait, if I'm understanding this correct, you should be taking Shocktopus, either of them, though the same either every single time. No. It's Shocktopus and... Wait, this is... Why is this so confusing? Wait, Sea Scavenger and that one. Okay. So you're going to have an equal chance of both of those. Sea Scavenger and this one. And you'd want to take this one if you see it. Okay. So that's that. Next. We have Shocktopus and Skyla. Which means in that case, you want to take Skyla. And then after that, you'll have Kraken and Megavore. In which case you want to take Megavore. So... Okay. So that's why it's in this order. Because you want to be taking... In the first set, you want to be taking the Carbidus. In the second set, you want to be taking Skyla. In the third set, you want to be taking Megavore. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. So you only want to take these 3 rooms, basically. Assuming it's... I know, it's not that confusing. I'm making it more confusing than it is. Literally, just only take these 3 rooms. Assuming they are there. And if you don't see any of these 3, just don't... Or just take whatever's remaining. But, yeah, it should just be take these. Just take Carbidus, take Skyla, take Megavore, and just keep doing that over and over again because you keep cycling around. But yeah, just try not to take these 3, and always take these 3. If you see them. It's pretty much that straightforward. Because it seems like it's going to be like an almost either-or thingy. Though you could get unlucky and have only all of one. I don't know, we'll have to see how it is, but it seems like all you have to do is take these 3 ever, and that's it. Unless you don't see any of these 3, in which case you have to, or forced to have to take the other one. Anyways, that's actually really straightforward. No, we'll have to see exactly how it pans out tomorrow. Anyways, can we play the game now? Let's go play the game. It's only been 41 minutes. So first things first, let's finish the Crinklemas event before I forget so we can go get ourselves a free power orb. Well, technically it's not free, it's 300 gems, but that's basically free. 300 gems for a power orb's not too bad. I don't have any use for that power orb, but that's still a good exchange rate. So I'll take it. Who knows, maybe they'll finally have something to use power orbs on. Web gems can overwrite, or web gems can overwrite purple gems, can they? Ooh. To a degree that will matter, to a degree it won't matter. It'll matter for the first cast. Every subsequent cast, there's going to be so many web gems on the board that I don't think that's going to be that big a deal. But it definitely makes it harder to start up compared to before. But once you have the entire gem just replaced with purple, or you know, with web gems, then it won't really matter too much. But it does mean it has an ever so slightly higher chance of missing, particularly on its very first cast. We'll keep going deeper. Grab this one. Also, we're probably going to have to do another 3 battles after these. Because if I did the math right earlier, we're going to be like 30 points short or something. Like some very small amount. That's around a few dozen. Alright, we're going to test our luck. Alright, we got it. Though not enough mana, but we did get an extra turn. I almost want to grab that 1 mana before I get rolling. Just to make sure we guarantee get everything cycling. Ah, which good thing we did, because we wouldn't have if we didn't. Perfect. I did that mostly in case we didn't get enough brown mana. And we didn't, so that works out perfectly. And then they're dead. Of course, this team does fall off, like, from a speed perspective as we keep going deeper, but we only have a few more battles left to do, so it should be fine. It's not exceptionally slow. It's still winning pretty quick. And of course, the deeper you go, the slower this does ultimately end up winning. In all fairness, pretty much every team that isn't an insta-kill team is like that. Because obviously if it's doing spell damage, the higher the enemy stats are, normally the lower it's going to be doing, unless it boost ratios from their stats, like Tesla. Tesla's actually one of those few where it does eventually reach a point where it needs to triple cast, which technically makes it slower. But it doesn't get that much slower. Like a Tesla team against something with 300 stats compared to 1000 stats, I believe wins at the exact same speed. Whereas this would be a lot slower against 1000 compared to 300. Also, we'll have a redeem code soon. Actually, you know what? Let's go hand out our first redeem code now. Probably should have after we went over all the spoilers, because I did say I would hand out 2 codes today for New Year's. Of course, we handed out 3 last night for your New Year's Eve. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Also, I'm running low on codes. I need to go contact Kafka and tell her we need codes. But there you guys go. Enjoy the code. With the treasure on the road, it could be updated horror treasure. True. I do feel like that could be one thing at reworks. I feel like it's going to be a treasure hunt rework, though. Like, it could try reworking a lot of loot within the game as far as chests are concerned and stuff like that. However, I feel like the main thing it's going to rework is treasure hunts. Mostly because treasure refers to a very specific mode in this game. While there are things called treasures in the underworld and stuff like that, generally treasure refers to treasure hunt more often than not. Even though there's literally a thing in underworld called treasure. Who knows, maybe that will also get a purpose. Because there's not really much of a purpose for excess treasure in underworld. At least way later in the game. Because the only thing you could do is upgrade factions even more. And you really don't have much of a need to at a certain point. Like, the amount of gold cost relative to what you get in return is just so high. It's normally not worth doing. Oh, you need full mana. You need to actually land this. There we go, we got it. It should be match. As long as you get enough brown here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, next. What do we have? Keep going deeper? Alright, we are now at 754 points, meaning we are 46 points short. And that is what the extra 100 gems is for. Okay, let's go do our battles. Alright, we have 3 more left. Unfortunately, we won't have anything to be able to do with our spear points. However, I'll still go claim them, because why not? We technically only need 2 of these fights, not the 3rd, but we'll still do all 3. Hey, they could raise the horde level to 1,000. I don't think they will. Though one thing I would love to see them finally do is rework the loot that's in the treasure chests in Underworld. That and reworking the treasure. If it is more Underworld focused, those are the 2 things I would definitely love to see most. Is the loot chest for the chests being updated to be way better than they are. So we can actually start doing daily dungeons again, or Underworld, I mean. We already do daily dungeons, of course. But also, we just covered a video on level 20 dungeons earlier today, if you guys didn't see it already. Mythic tier list is still soon TM. At this point, it's probably going to be on Tuesday at this rate. Just because I actually had a headache a lot today. And I need to be focused for like 2.5 hours to really record it properly. Which has just been kind of hard to find time for. Where I can like full focus, attention, everything for 2.5 hours straight. Because we are going to be doing it in one take. And gosh, it isn't long. But it will include everything. Need a definitive tier list. Unless someone else also decides to cover a tier list at some point. I don't feel like people cover that many tier list for, videos for Gems of War. Mostly because it's really annoying getting all the assets. Like, thanks to Terran's World, it's a lot easier. But easier does not make it easy. It's still quite the process. Accumulating all the files, getting it all nice and neat. Also, I just realized something too. Terran's World doesn't have the Puzzle Quest 3 files on them anymore. They took them all down because Puzzle Quest 3 has been getting like so little attention and so little traffic on their website that they were probably like, oh, we'll just take it all down to free up space. But yeah, they originally had all the Puzzle Quest 3 graphics up and they're all gone now. I think that was done about a week or 2 ago. I have no clue exactly when, but when I checked, they weren't there anymore. It still has all the Gems of War stuff on it, of course. Alright, there we go. And you know what time it is? Power Orb time. And now we have officially achieved everything of value. The only other one that would be kind of okay value is to go for the pet food. However, it's definitely not worth it for 150 gems at this point. So we're just going to ignore it. But yeah, we have gotten one of every useful reward. We got Winter Armor once. We got Chris Crinkle once. We got the bag 6 times. 5 to max out the standard bag. Once more to get the golden bag. And we got the Power Orb once, which will also trigger the achievement if you didn't already have it. And you can do that with 50 gems per day, and you'll need one extra 100 on one of those days, and we just did it on the final day. But that comes out to a total of 850 gems for Winter Armor, Chris Crinkle, both the 2 bags, and a Power Orb, which honestly isn't that bad of value. And there we go. And that's the event completed. And you also have a whole additional week to use these points. This was a new feature added in the previous patch we just ended up getting. You will not be able to earn points beyond 5 hours from now. However, if you still have any remaining points, like you forgot to use them or whatever other reason, you can still spend your points. Like, for example, if I forgot to click the power orb right now, we would still have one more week to go use those points to go use on something. Of course, in my case, that will be on nothing because you can't do anything with 62 points. That'd be cool if they made one of these a little bit cheaper so that you could do something with like 50. However, they currently aren't, so you can't. But, yeah, you'll still have a week to go spend them. But today is the last day to go get points for the next couple hours, so make sure to do so if you still wanted any. Oh, also just the code from earlier. We'll have another one in a little bit. Anyways, so let's go do the other thing we need to go finish up, which is the other weekly event. So we already finished up World Event. So the only event we have not finished is the Faction Event, which if you get to about level 230, you'll be able to get all the orbs and be good to go. And that's exactly what we're aiming for. And you can do this with Tier 3 if you wait all the way until Sunday, which is what we did. Alright, so we'll take that, get our Devour. Actually, I don't even need that. Let's go for mana accumulation. Get our Poke over there. Oh, don't you dare move us. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Stop. Okay, good, we're fine. Alright, so we'll go for that. Take the Poke. What do we need here? Destroy the board. And that's match. Alright, what do we need here? We will take... take our Explosion. Get our Destroy over there. Get our Devour onto... Okay, you'll do a thing. Get Devour on that one. Destroy everything again. Devour on that one. Destroy everything again. I think we have found a loop. And there we go. Oh, so this should be the second to last floor we need. Because last I recall, floor 230 is enough to get all points. Like, even midway through 230. We might even need to do the whole floor. I went for that first because he's Revive, and guess what he did? Revive. I should probably cast that first, get rid of Van Barrack. I probably should deal with these little dragons first, just in case they want to revive into something good. Because they can transform into any dragon in the game, some of which are actually decent. Even though dragons as a typing has been kind of average these days. Is there a weapon that can Fairy Fire all enemies? No, not yet. There is really a good Fairy Fire weapon. There's some good Fairy Fire troops, but we haven't gotten the same for weapons yet. A lot of weapons aren't good at applying stats effects. This is actually one of the rare circumstances where one of them does it really well, where it 4 times curses and 4 times burns. Most notably the 4 times curse. But there are very few weapons that can apply stats effects well. We're getting a new one tomorrow that'll be able to web, which is kind of cool. Ooh, wait, I don't have cleanse. That's actually really devastating. We might just randomly die on first slot, and there's nothing we can do about it. Which means I think we just auto-lose the delve. Oh, no. He's a really big threat. Let me get rid of him now in case we actually do get cleansed. We need a win before he dies. Hopefully he'll just give us a skull option here. Perfect. There we go. Because him dying would be very bad. We don't really have counterplay for that since we don't have Orpheus set. You already corrected the Zolgoth safe team? Wait, for which one? What, did you fix the hero class? I was considering running not Dragon Guard. But the main reason I showed it with Dragon Guard, even though we were stunned, was just to show it as the general one. Because it has a nice amount of flexibility between damage and the other thing. Like, the riskiest is Slayer. The safest is, like, Elementalist. Like, there's a lot of things that you can end up doing for it, depending on what you're trying to do. Like, a lot of those teams have a lot of flexibility, as far as, like, replacing things. Yeah, still, one of the strongest Fairy Fire options in the game, oddly enough, is Queen Titania. Even though she only Fairy Fires one thing at a time, she has extra turn on her ability, which is pretty decent. You need 13 plus red, but a lot of teams that you tend to build her on have the capability of doing so. So it's not that big a deal. YouTube is the only platform that is having audio issues. I don't know. Are we having audio issues right now? I know it's somewhat my mic, which I've been considering getting a new one soon. I'm just not sure what. Also, I need to make sure it works on my stand. Otherwise, I would need to get a new stand as well. But I have been considering getting a new mic. This mic is currently 7 years old. We actually got it right at the beginning of the channel. It was donated to us. We ended up doing a stream It was kind of funny because our first ever stream was like a week-long stream to try to raise money for a new mic because our mic quality was so bad. And within like an hour or two, we got all the money for it. I think it was like 130 something. But that was funny. And then we still did the rest of the week-long stream because that was the first stream we ever did. It was like a week-long push to PvP #1. But I am considering getting a new mic now. Because this one is starting to get old, and I definitely noticed in like some of the replays and stuff. I'm not too much on the streams because I don't rewatch too many of the streams, but I do watch all the videos that I post. And I do notice like the audio just like randomly cuts out at times and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure it's mic related. Yeah, that is something I'm looking to replace probably sometime this year. Maybe sooner rather than later. I just need to find a good option. I'm not really good when it comes to, like, knowing audio stuff. Or at least that kind of audio. I'll look into it some. Because I'm not looking to get, like, $1,000-something mic, but, you know, something better than what we have now. Probably something in the couple hundred range. Alright, there we go. We actually got it done at 220. And we get a new title and 2 useless greens. Have we gotten anything but green? So many greens. Anyways, oh, we got epic war coins today. I don't really need them, but this is relevant since we got the new war bands last week. So I haven't been able to get them yet. Well, there's some that you can put towards it. Anyways, let's go use Magnesia. Well, I have my audio balanced pretty low on my channel. Also, thank you for the $10 tip, Roman. Greatly appreciated. You got some on it? Well, thank you for that. It's greatly appreciated. But I need to look into it, because I'm not good when it comes to, like, mic audio thing. It's definitely not my specialty to any degree. What do we need here? Let's see. Take that one over and hope we get a red from Sky. We did not. Still make this work. Grab the yellow there. Let's kill it out there. Is it because you're on your phone? It could. I know on my older phone, audio would sound kind of weird on it. Especially if I didn't put the headphones in correctly. Like if they're even like slightly loose. Like, makes the audio all weird. Actually, that's something I don't really use. I don't really use headphones. I've never been a big headphone user. And the last ones I ended up getting broke within like a year. They were like a $100 set of headphones that broke in a year. Like, I've had earbuds that lasted longer than that. Arskea Crown is better than Flamerfur? Is it? Flamerfur is a 1 higher mana cost, but it's divisible by the 7, so you can normally get it pretty easily. And it creates 1 more additional red. It's also nice for an earlier burn. Oh, normally our mana accumulators are going to have it covered, but in case they don't, you can get a free kill early. Or at least some damage, because in Explore 20, or I mean in Dungeon 20, that actually doesn't kill. Even if you were using Slayer, that's not enough damage. And without Slayer, it's definitely not enough damage. Because the durability of Dungeon 20 is higher than Explore 12. So Slayer can't actually one-shot in Dungeon 20. So you can't go for like that very quick like instant Flamer for a kill. Hey, Tribute's ready. Gosh, we've been talking so long. near the beginning that we already are at tribute. Alright, anyways, oh, we need to go do dungeons. Because we finished Crinklemas, and definitely make sure to do so. You have like 5 hours left, 4 hours. Actually, you have exactly 4 hours and 55 minutes to complete out this event and whatever you want to do with it. You'll still be able to use the points for the next 7 days, but you cannot earn any more points beyond 4 hours from now. Technically 4 hours and 55 minutes. Anyways, so we did that, we did that. The only thing left then is dungeons. So let's go do it. Do we get to play? Nope. A media trap. Wonderful. Hey, we got our thing though. Oh, too bad that wasn't the other room. Aw. Alright, we're slightly weakened. Let's go just use Zulgoth. Good old Zulgoth. We do have a lot of imperviouses on this day, which make it kind of annoying. One room's like literally all impervious, and I think one other room has like a mix. And 20% less stats is definitely really annoying when we're using a Devourer build. Let's see. Or, sorry, a Skull build, I mean. So we also have Devourer on it. Also, why is this board so bad? There's not much we could do with this. There's still not much we could do with this. Alright, we can start making that work. I get a huge convert. He does kill our hero, though. Honestly, we don't really need it. As long as that thing stays alive, we should be okay. Oh, it is. Can you get full mana, please? There we go. I was gonna say, if that doesn't get full mana, we're in trouble. Alright, should be good from here, though. Now we just convert again. He'll poke us. No, he actually poked all the way through! No! Gosh, explore 20. They hit hard. Okay, we'll take you out, just to get rid of your mana. And we just have to deal with this thing. Imagine if he devoured right there. He does have a non-zero chance to devour. What a sketchy fight. We are ultimately going to win. It's not in the most ideal way possible. It's actually kind of funny, because when we were recording the dungeon video, the low rarity build, I feel like actually won the quickest. I always find that funny when that happens on a given thing. Like, let's, for example, since we can't use triple damage burning here, show the speed of the low rarity build. Like, you can't go wrong with Mang. Mang just wins the entire game. I generally just don't use it that often because it's slower compared to the alternative. But this might actually be a situation where it is quicker. Because all you have to do is just throw down Mang, get a second Mang. For this, I need one of them to have a lot of mana. So I'm going to give up a turn and hope they take mana. I need you to get more mana than that. Or I'll just get a whole Mang and then do it after. So I'll go Armor Tier, another one. We'll then go... Can you please take mana on one unit? Okay, you know what? I'll just do it on you. Unfortunately, no extra turn. I ultimately just gave him more mana than he even had. But we can still make this work, because we go for this. And now every skull kills. I need a brown, though, so we don't die. And I always keep taking skull after skull until we win. Clear out the board. Every skull kills. Need a little bit more blue. Get a bunch of purples. Oh, I already had the win condition. Whoops. Well, we'll still get it. There we go. And it's just as easy as that. And you don't have to worry about, like, if they have immune. I guess you would have to worry about Entangle. They could use Orpheus for that or something. Because this team doesn't have Cleanse. So any of the annoying stats effects it has no counter for. Though it does have some immunes. It does have, you know, all the standard stun, poison, disease, all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't help against Entangle on Green Day. Or if they have an Entangle on Skull, which... Do any of them have it? I think they do. I actually don't remember if any of them have Skull Entangle. Also, we do have to worry about our durability a little, too. Because this whole team is based around Hero. So if Hero dies, we kind of just auto-lose. We're actually going to have to do something really weird, which is Entangle first slot, manually. I broke away my barrier. We're just going to have to gamble a hit here. So we'll do that. Try to find the place with the most purples. Hope we don't miss, otherwise we auto-lose. And... should be good. I kind of want a Leprechaun here. Wait, I have barrier on Hero. I can just do that. So we'll do that, do that. We don't have extra turn thingy here, so we'll take a Skull. One more Skull kills. He unfortunately does not give it to us, but I can just drain him. And if he could ever give me a Skull option, we could just auto-win. I can just drain him again. Come on, Skull, any Skull. Thank you, there we go. Sometimes a little annoying to get those Skulls. Oh, there we go. Okay, what do we get? A trap and some stairs. No. I'm eventually going to misclick the stairs and go back up. And then need to go back down. It's going to eventually happen. I'm not even sure why it keeps doing stairs. I guess because some people might want to go down, but if you already got to all the way to level 20, you probably aren't going down. Like, if you had the capability to get to 20, you're not leaving 20. You're just going to stay at 20. Anyways, there we go. How much Dragonite do we have these days? Do we have enough for an egg yet? Probably not. I think we just did one recently. Yeah, we did. Only 184. Also, I still have not seen a single Dragonite gnome, by the way. And also, if you haven't claimed it yet, make sure to get the free New Year's gift thingy. Anyways, anyone else have any other questions or anything you want me to go over? Otherwise, tomorrow we will be doing a billion things. We will have the event video going over the 10,000 things happening next week. And tomorrow night we will be doing several things. One will be all of the Chapter 8 tasks. One of them will be using Empress for the first time. Empress is arguably the strongest Terra card in the entire game. And it releases tomorrow if you have the bigger pass, next week's Monday if you have the standard pass, and about 2 to 3 months from now in the Vault Key drop table if you have if you're going free to play and are going to get it from Vault Keys at a later point. By then we likely would have had another Vault event or two, so you have time to go get them. How many dislikes did we get yesterday? Only 12. We actually had more likes than dislikes. But oh yeah, I never handed out the second code. Let me go do the second code. Wait. What is the best way to get faction treasure? Just doing your 3 daily dungeons. And just moving forward on factions is just the easiest way to do it. Because you get a higher multiplier if you keep moving upwards on them. So you get an extra 1x multiplier. So if you're just progressing all of your factions slowly towards 500, or, you know, just upwards from where they are, you will be getting basically the best rate of shards. There isn't really a better way of doing it. Otherwise, just keep going forward on every faction in the game using your 3 daily factions. Unless you want to buy even more with gems, but the 3 daily ones are perfectly fine unless you want some more in a pinch. But, yeah, as long as you're doing that, Tuesday events, like the Friday event we just had where it lasts for 3 days. But as long as you're doing all the Tuesday faction events, the Friday faction events when they roll around, and just doing your daily factions, that's enough to get most of your treasure you're ever going to need. And if you ever really need some more in a pinch, you could just offset it with gems, either by doing it for the daily gems, where you could do a few extra per day in the Underworld. Actually, I'm not sure if I can even show it because I already have them all set. But there's like an option to buy like 3 more battles for 50 gems. It's not like super worth it, but if you need a few more, it could be okay. And of course, on faction events, you can also spend gems to get a little bit more if you need it slightly more. Like right now for this current event, you could end up spending more. But it is better value doing it through the daily thingy since it would only cost you 50 for 3 battles. Whereas that's already up to 200 for 2. So you do get more from doing it through the daily thingy if you are going to do it that way. So you could try doing 6 battles per day rather than 3 in the Underworld if you really wanted to. And that can help you get a little bit more treasure. Anyways, guys, enjoy the code. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful new year. Tomorrow we'll be using the Empress, the new tarot card that's coming out, and also basically the best tarot card to ever exist. So we'll be doing that after we do all the Chapter 8 tasks, and we be doing all the other events. We're going to be having a Legends Reborn, we're going to be having a Kingdom Pass, we're going to be having Guild War the day after, we're going to have a new Mythic this Friday, we're going to have Bounty Hunter next Friday. We got a lot of things happening this week. Most of them are happening tomorrow or on Friday, with like 4 of them happening tomorrow and the other like 2 or 3 happening on Friday. But anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Enjoy the week, and thanks for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful 2023.